it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and I'm making this video to all of you who are my friends on LinkedIn or people who I've met before who are ex-Invisalign or Align Technology employees. I'm seeing so many posts on LinkedIn saying you guys are getting laid off. You don't always say that. It seems like people are saying it a little bit nicer than that. I'm assuming you guys have some type of NDA that doesn't allow you to say the why, but a lot of you just saying that you've been asked to leave or you're leaving the company. And since all the posts are happening this week, I kind of figured there must be layoffs. And then I happened to see a Reuters post saying that, this is a Reuters post from October 23rd, that's last week, saying Align Technology missed Wall Street estimates for third quarter revenue on Wednesday with a lower than expected demand for teeth clear aligners amongst younger patients. Oh, that's a little weird. Shares of the company were down 3.9% after the bell. So I'm assuming that has something to do with it. Not sure, of course. I don't have anyone at Align Technology that would answer me anyways. But again, anytime I post anything about Align Technology, if your C-suite members want to get a hold of me, you know how to do it. Do not send me a letter from your lawyers. That pisses me off. So you guys have a good enough relationship with me that if you don't like what I post or if it's erroneous, you are welcome to comment to me. But all I'm just saying is for those of you who are ex-Invisalign employees, hey, I've been laid off before, not once, but twice, possibly 3 times, I'm thinking, at least twice. No, just twice. And it's rough. I mean, especially when you know you did a good job, you know you didn't do anything wrong, you know you're a high producer. Sometimes it is what it is, how they pick who they're going to lay off. Sometimes you're just doing your job too well. From my experience, it's not always that you did something wrong. Sometimes it feels like you gave your heart and your soul to a company, and they do this to you and you take it really personally. In time, these pivots always have a way of working themselves out. You will never regret this later. This much I can tell you from my experience, being not only in corporate dentistry, but also just in corporations and in the dental field in general. This is a sting. It is a Band-Aid. It's going to hurt for a little while. But my suggestion is that honestly, a lot of you from Align Technology are hustlers. You're some good people out there. And they do a great job training you up in so many different aspects of dentistry. Do not rush to go to another sales company. These things are going to happen over and over again. And if you're okay with them happening and you're preparing for it and you have good exit agreements, then it's totally fine. But if you're not preparing for it or this is just hurting too much and you feel like you have the drive to do your own thing, this is where I want to be helpful for you. I want to help you guys out because I've been in your situation. And after that last time, I said, screw this. I'm never letting someone do this to me again. I know I have too much value and too much drive. And I know that I give way more value to the company than they even give me back in terms of compensation. And after that happened to me 2 times, I said, screw this. I'm doing my own thing from now on. I'm never working for somebody again. Not at least not full time. I might do contract work. But contract work I know is going to end, and I'll never put all my eggs in just one basket. So where somebody can pull my strings and control me. So I really want to encourage you to schedule a phone call with me, even if you're not a dentist. I know that my website, Straightsmile Solutions, says we only talk to dentists. I will talk to select industry professionals. And for this next month, or at least until Thanksgiving, I'm offering complimentary strategy sessions for any ex-Invisalign employee. No, I'm not trying to poach you at all. I do not have a job for you. I'm sorry. But what I do have for you is collaboration. I know you have something to give to the industry. I know there's ways that you can do some side gigs and side hustles, and there's probably ways we can work together. And I would love to get to know you and find out what your strengths are. And I'm really good at brainstorming and helping you find, I'm not going to build the business for you because it's a lot of work. And it may not be for you. And I get it. I know what it's like to have kids and have people who rely on you and all of a sudden have your income stripped away, with 6 weeks notice or 4 weeks notice or 2 weeks notice, and maybe not have the best exit agreement, which is definitely one of these things that, you think that this is going to be your job for life, and maybe you're not focusing on the exit agreement when you sign your contract, but oh my goodness, you got to focus on this. So let's talk about side hustles, side gigs in dentistry, opportunities that are out there, and how to not work for one of these big corporations, at least not full time. You can have a contract. You can have a side hustle with them. But remember, all these big corporations, they're going to own you. You're going to have to sign major, NDAs where you can't say certain things. You can't work with certain companies for so long. And it's just not a mess that you want to get into. After I've had companies control me in the past for after my exits, and I really didn't get anything back from them, I said, screw this. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to have anyone control what I say, what I do, what I can do with my life, what my interests are. Let's strategize how you can add value to the dental industry, and really get your freedom back. So again, I have a lot of content already on this. You can go into my YouTube channel, which is Straightsmile Solutions, look up the keyword side hustle, look up the keyword, I think side hustle is probably what you're looking for. They definitely have some content on that. Most of them are more focused towards dentists, but I mean, even if you're a dental industry professional, you can probably find a lot of work that you can do out there that actually pays really well. And you can do it on your own time. But also you can provide added value to dental practices that are out there. There's people looking for this stuff, and I have a pretty good idea of what they're looking for because people ask me all the time, hey, can you recommend someone to do this or that? Right now, number one thing, I'm telling you straight out, if you're a dental hygienist, you need to be an OMT. That is the number one thing. I am feeding the OMTs I work with massive amounts of referrals. I don't get anything back. I'm just feeding them referrals. But I think that's where the side hustle is right now if you are a hygienist who worked for Align. If you're not a hygienist, I still have lots of other ideas for you. See all my content on virtual assistants. There's a lot of content on that, virtual assistants. So it's a real thing. And you can work from home. It's so cool. So anyways, would love to get to know you. Schedule that phone call with me at straightsmilesolutions.com. Go to the contact me page. And I hope that everything gets better for you. Take care.